Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. now says that he loves Suge Knight after calling Suge Knight a rat on numerous occasions. After saying that Russell Poole actually got it right when he said that Suge Knight was responsible for the death of the Notorious B.I.G. How would Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. know that? Let's get into some of this straight game.
Life is like playing cards. It's not what you dealt, but how you play it. Play each situation correctly. I remember they used to laugh at a brother.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's your boy DELRAY, Richardson, platinum artist, platinum songwriter, Straight Game TV. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button notification. Also, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. It's very much appreciated. And like I always say, if you would like to be one of the first people notified when I drop some of the Straight Game, please do me a favor and click on what appears to be that little bell notification right below this video. I'm going to get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. is now claiming that he loves Suge Knight. I'm going to say it again. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. is now claiming that he loves Suge Knight. This is the same Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. that has called Suge Knight on numerous occasions a rat and a snitch. This is the same Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. on numerous occasions who has basically spoken ill of the guy who actually put Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. in place so that you would know who he is as he speaks these numerous lies over there on Bomb First. Suge Knight is the individual who put food on Reggie the Rat Wright Jr.'s table. This is the same Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. that has capitalized off of numerous situations using Suge Knight's name. Right? Now Reggie the Rat Wright Jr., after calling Suge Knight a snitch, saying Suge Knight cooperated with the government on numerous occasions, now is making a video saying that he loves Suge Knight. When Suge Knight came out and talked about, when the information came out that Suge Knight was going to have a podcast, the first thing that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. tried to do was issue some kind of warning, saying that Suge Knight better tread lightly. He better tread lightly. To me, that was ironic. I was like, wow, why should he tread lightly? The man already in prison. What should he tread lightly about? But the ironic part about that was Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. bust out laughing and said, yeah, he doing a podcast. You know, I'm going to have a lot of material now. I'm going to have a lot of content now. Really? You see, once again, I make this video to show you that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. is nothing more than a parasite. He's an opportunist. He tries to take the opportunity to speak disparaging and defame people to try to get clicks and views and make money off of using their names. People he does not know. People he has never met and had any kind of personal relationship with. There's been various situations and questions and events that have happened in the public in which Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. spoke on as if he were there for firsthand, or he was there to have firsthand knowledge of what that was. And it simply isn't true. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. even tried to insinuate that Tupac was interested in underage girls in his relationship with DELRAY. This is what he does. He tries to sneak this. He tries to put out information that is totally false, irrelevant, and defamatory. Let me give you this. Suge Knight spoke on a situation that was him and Akon, right? In the video, Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. was asked by Gullible John about the situation. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. knew nothing about it. He wasn't there. He was nowhere around, right? None of those things. But yet, tried to elaborate on it as if he could give us some kind of inside information or scoop as to what happened, when actually he couldn't. This is an empty soapbox, ladies and gentlemen. This is an empty television. It's a black screen. There's nothing going on over at Bomb First but a bunch of garbage. A bunch of garbage. And like I said, partially the reason why Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. and Gullible John tried to get my videos taken down off of my channel was because of Suge Knight speaking out. See, because things work algorithmically with YouTube. So once Suge starts speaking out and he, says something in regards to Reggie or anything like that, the algorithm starts to kick up if it's new information, usually. And so the information that I had put out, once again, was nothing but truth and fact. Truth and fact. And that's one thing a liar can't stand. A liar like Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. cannot stand the truth. He will call names. He will do anything to try to get you and to try to divert and deflect your attention away from what's really going on. So when we talk about the situation with Suge Knight, and now this video saying that he loves Suge Knight, it's amazing. It is amazing. I don't know where they get friends like that at. 1 minute they calling you a snitch to the world. To the world. Not just, in rumblings and conversations between people that that you might have heard something in a private conversation, but actually getting on YouTube and broadcasting it to the world, but not presenting any kind of information to back those kind of statements up. I don't know where they get friends like that. Especially, about a guy like Suge Knight who actually helped Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. probably when nobody else would. And so we know for a fact that, based on paperwork and things like that, that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. didn't know how to run a business. Death Row filed for bankruptcy. So he was claiming to had run a Death Row at one time or be in charge of Death Row. Death Row wasn't even paying the bills. Right? So when we understand what that is and what that means is this guy is a derelict. Like I said, a failed police officer, a failed drug dealer, a failed money launderer, a failed security company in Las Vegas on September 7, 1996. It's a complete failure. But I found it interesting that now, all of a sudden in, a new video that they just made, now they're talking about how much Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. loves Suge Knight. When Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. basically co-signed Russell Poole, who Russell Poole actually apologized or wanted to apologize to Suge about saying that Suge was involved with Tupac's death and that he had got it wrong. Right? But now Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. basically is saying, that Russell Poole had got it right about Suge Knight being involved in the death of the Notorious B.I.G. Amazing. Amazing. But this is the same person now in this new video basically saying that he loves Suge Knight. I'm trying to understand in what universe, what planet, or what atmosphere, does one condone such disrespect, and then now, listens to the same individual who disrespected somebody who put food on their table and helped them to feed their flock, right? Now all of a sudden, he's a rat. He's responsible for this situation over here, and so on and so forth. Well, all in all, that's why I call Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. because he does a lot of dry snitching, telling about stories and things like that we never knew about that involve what most would say felonies and assaults and things like that. Right? Yeah. This is who we're dealing with. And so, like I said, once again, I make this video in connection with the fact that they tried to get my truthful, factual content taken off my channel. Based on the fact that, like I said, the one thing that a liar hates most is the truth. Yeah. Absolutely. And so, I love Suge Knight. I got love for Suge Knight. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. don't have love for nobody. He's loyal to nothing. He's loyal to nobody. He will throw you under the bus as sure as he'll walk you up onto the bus. You understand? And that's just who he's always been. He's always been that individual. Your boy DELRAY, straight gang.